Hello. So what we are going to do is basically the next step in this assignment. So you are not going to do this until you have filled out this spreadsheet right here. So you should have filled in the x coordinates, positive and negative, y coordinates, positive and negative. And then you should put the distance from the target in here. Now, some important things to note. If you had any off of the bullseye chart, you should leave that trial blank. You should not put in missed target or anything like that. You should leave it so that it does not go into the calculations. All right, so I have a sample um, one right here. So this is a similar item than what you might do. So notice my x coordinate, y coordinate, and distance from target. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. All right, um, and we're going to talk about what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to do a couple more equation type things. So we want to make sure we're comfortable with doing this. All right, so what we want to do is calculate the distance from our coordinate to 0. All right, so the way that we do this is we have the x leg of a triangle and the y leg of a triangle. So what we are going to do is we are going to then do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, so how we do this in Google Sheets is we are going to type in equals, and we are going to type in SQ. We're going to do square roots of, and we're going to click this, and we're going to do a caret, which is shift 6 squared. All right, plus, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do a caret, which is shift 6 squared, and then we're going to close the parentheses. All right, we're going to hit enter, and what we have is sometimes this will pop up, this autofill. If it does, awesome, you can accept it. If it doesn't, you can reject that suggestion. I would reject it because I want to show you what I want to do. But basically, you should look at this and say, is it close to this? Yes. Is it exactly based on these coordinates? Yes. So what we want to do now is, do you see this little plus button right here? All right. So this is where using a mouse is very useful. But if you go to this plus button, all right, and you click, hold down, and drag it down, see how my plus is up? And go down to this. You then did this exact calculation for every single one of these. All right, you notice all of the above. All right, so that is step one. All right, getting the calculated distance. Now, step two, we are going to average the x minus, and we are going to average the y minus. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that and delete that to help us out. All right, so right here, I'm going to then say equals. All right, and I'm going to go up here, and it actually tried to help us out, and it might do that for you. And if that's correct, it's close. The problem is we're not adding them all together. That's what this is doing. What we're doing is we want to take the average. All right. And it even tried to help you. Okay. So we'll still do just the regular average because I want to show you how to do it. But if it tries to help you, awesome. So we're going to click and drag through these 20 points. All right. Then we're going to close the parentheses and hit equals. So that means out of all our x values, we have a value of -6. That is the average. We're going to do the same thing over here. We have equals, and then we're going to type in average. All right, then we're going to highlight all of this data. Okay, and then we're going to close the parentheses and hit equals. All right, so now we have this, and now we have this. All right, so average of our y average of our x. The last thing we're going to do then is we are going to do a calculated distance. This is the average of this and the average of this. So this is the calculated basically the center, all right? Because this is the center of where we were, all right? So this is the calculated center. And what we're going to do is we're going to say equals, and we are going to make this a triangle. So this is one leg, this is one leg. So we are going to SQRT, all right? And then we are going to click this, caret squared, plus this, caret 2, close it up, and that is our center value, all right? So this and this is this, okay? Okay, so the calculated center is actually this and this. This, if you look at it, is the calculated device error. So let me actually correct that. I apologize. Device error. All right, for mine. Now the last thing that we are going to do is we are going to sort this data. All right, so we are going to highlight these 4 columns. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to highlight the columns. I'm just going to highlight the specific data. So right here, because we have some equations down here that we don't want to deal with. So I highlighted launch number, x coordinate, y coordinate, measure distance, all of that. So now I'm going to go up to data, all right, and I'm going to sort range. I'm going to go to advanced range sorting options. All right, data has a header row, and I am going to sort it by the measured distance from the center. All right, so we'll do calculated because it's going to be a little bit more accurate. All right. No, I lied. Measured is fine. All right. So if we do that, basically we adjust right here to these values. Okay. So what this tells us is that basically this is the distance away from the origin. And what we want to find out is we want to find out the closest 25%. All right. And then after that, another 50%. All right. So we are going to now highlight the first 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to highlight this data right here, and we're going to change the color of it. All right. We are going to change it to green. Okay. So this is telling us this is the first 25% of data right here. Okay. Then we are going to get our next 50% of data right here. The 50% of the data is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm not going to explain what this means right now, but this should make more sense. We'll do, oh, I don't know, we'll do some shade of red. Yes, we'll do red. All right, so we'll say, ooh. All right, so we're going to go some green and we're going to go some red. All right, and then we're going to leave the last ones just regular white. All right, so green, some sort of reddish, and then that. All right, that is what you need to do on your spreadsheet in order to answer the rest of the questions. Good luck.